Yo, salute, your boy G Malija and Knicks, man. Here to talk about the Knicks post-game wrap-up loss to the bum-ass Miami Heat, 115 to 113. Last-second shot or shots that missed. The Knicks honestly lost this game from the beginning. The Knicks, despite the fact they didn't have Jalen Brunson, didn't have OG Anunoby, still had a chance to control this game. From the early onset. Now, I was back and forth with the Heat, but honestly, our game plan, our approach really did us in. But unfortunately, Knicks couldn't get through, man. Tough loss for the Knicks after a solid win against Miami on Friday with Shamet pouring on 36. It was a different night for him, a different night for the Knicks in general. And this is something I talk about. Mike Brown, can he find another way to get this offense to flow outside of Brunson, another way to get this offense to flow out of shooting threes? Another way to get this offense flowing when other pieces on the squad are failing. Now, the Knicks, shot 45.7% from the field tonight, but freaking 9 for 36 from the outside. Missed about 6 free throws, 18 for 24. Freaking Cat also missed a dunk. The approach near the end of the game, just jacking up shots, jacking up threes. Karl-Anthony Towns reverted back to the freaking Minnesota Timberwolves Cat, after putting on a solid display of getting in the post, being physical to the basket, catching people off the fake. And mind you, he was doing that in this game, but you sprinkle some of the bad decisions he made, and you just saw some reversion. But some other guys, other guys who did well. Miles Brittlestein's my son, 25 points tonight, 5 for 12 from outside, hit, I want to say 2 clutch threes to get us back into the game. We're down by 10. And Miles Brittlestein showed his wares against the Heat, 10 for 23 from the field, 4 rebounds. Nothing much else, but as a starting scorer, point of attack defender, did pretty solid tonight. Miles Brittlestein's my son. Mikal Bridges also played relatively well on offense tonight, 23 points, 2 for 4 from outside, 9 for 14 from the field, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. This guy was all over the floor in terms of just offensively how they're utilizing him. He was just running around. There was a nice play where he curled all the way, or got all the way from one opposite corner to the other, and then got the pass when he came around from the wing to make the tough layup. Had a nice, tough, left-handed dunk, attacking the basket. So Mikal Bridges, again, the confidence, we're seeing it kind of shine out. And he showed this last year when he came to the Knicks. Just until the OKC game, he started to play like absolute trash. But good on Mikal Bridges. But the rest of the Knicks, man, outside of Mikal Bridges, Miles McBride, the Knicks shot, what is that? 2 for 20? 2 for 20 from 3 outside those guys. Karl-Anthony Towns 1 for 7, again, taking bad threes after bad threes late. Freaking Landry Shamet 1 for 7 from outside. Only had 10 points tonight. Was in the starting lineup. By the way, let me say this before I go on. Other guys who couldn't shoot, Josh Hart, 0 for 3 from outside. John Clarkson, 0 for 3 from outside. Let me say this about Landry Shamet, man. Shoot to Landry Shamet. I'm happy that he's doing well. Let's not play revisionist history with Landry Shamet. Last year, because I'm seeing this on social media, people want to talk about Landry Shamet. Oh, Tom Thibodeau held it back. My guys, Landry Shamet he's not that type of player. If he was that type of player, teams would not be letting him go so easily, or not say so easily, but they were keeping him. A 3-and-D player who's his knockdown shooter. Look, we watched the games here last year. How many times did we sit up here and say, Landry Shamet's going to miss this one, Landry Shamet's going to miss this one. And we talking about clutch situations. Landry Shamet missed clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot. Still got 15 minutes a game. People say, oh, well, you take away the minutes because Brunson was out. You equate to 10. I don't know about all that or whatever the hell that is. But all I'll say is that when they pass it to him, your man, in this clutch situation, Knicks down by 3, down by 5, down by 8. On a roll, we're starting to get momentum move. We need this 3 to put some pressure on the opposition, make them call timeout. Your man Landry Shamet missed shot after shot after shot after shot. And it wasn't until the end of the season and into the playoffs he started to hit. Now people say, oh, well, Tibbs held him back. Well, let me ask you this. If I have a player who's 1, going through a shoulder injury, 2, who Tom Thibodeau actually increased his minutes as the season progressed, go and check his stats out on basketballreference.com. If I have a player who was largely struggling in the regular season, now all of a sudden I got to adjust and use this guy heavily in the playoffs, it doesn't work that way. If your body of work when I give you minutes is not strong and you randomly have a good spurt, and mind you, you had a good spurt near the end of the season when the Knicks were basically in their spot, right? The Knicks were good. They were, I would say, cruising. But the Knicks were going to be fine. We didn't land Shamet's contributions to get him into the playoffs or get him into a certain spot in the playoffs. Then once the playoffs came, obviously things Tom Thibodeau had to adjust. And I will admit, yes, he made some poorly timed adjustments, right? But to sit up here and act like Landry Shamet was the end all be all because he put on 36 points against the Miami Heat. You out of your mind, bro. He was never that guy. We watched him last year. Time and time again. Catch and shoot. Wide open. When a catcher you need it, he would miss it. And people like to just look at the stats. Well, if I look at Evan Fournier's stats with the Knicks, that 1 year he was here, or 2 years, whatever the hell he's here, 1 year, right? If I use those stats, him breaking the record, oh my gosh, he's a great. That's what y'all gotta stop with the stat meat riding. Stop. We're not gonna bring context into this. Don't talk to me about stats. I watched every freaking Landry Shamet game with the Knicks last season. He could not be trusted in the offense. He had a good game against the Heat. He had a bad game against the Heat tonight. All these shots we needed, he couldn't hit. And I also bet on him. That's why I'm also pissed. But this idea that Landry Shamet's going to carry this team, he's going to, you're the missing piece. Stop. Everybody has their day. Amir Coffey has scored 36 points in a game. Freaking Torian Prince had 38 against the Knicks when he was with the freaking Wolves, whatever the hell it was. Freaking, what's your man's name? The point guard. Ricky Rubio had 38 against the Knicks. Is that his game? Have teams been holding him back, or were they holding him back? Y'all guys gotta chill, bro. Let Tom Thibodeau go. He's not here no more. He's not. Because you know what's funny about this? Y'all quiet when it comes to talk about the young kids. Aaron Huck Purdy, Tyler Kolek, who I call my son, Aaron Huck Purdy, I still have a lot of hopes for. It's funny how Mike Brown is not utilizing these guys. But y'all cried about Tom Thibodeau's not using young players. Mike Brown's not using young players. In this expansive offense, he only expanded the lineup. He's using Yabusele. BBL Yabusele. He's using that dude from SpongeBob, the green thing, that kept eating all the Krabby Patties with the big butt paws. He's using that guy. Yabusele against the Heat. This guy. 10 minutes, 0 points, 3 rebounds. You ain't using the young kids. So all that stuff about your man Shamet, whatever, my bad, butcher his name. Stop it. He's not that guy. I'm not gonna say he can never be, but I don't foresee him being that guy. He's gonna have good games. I'm expecting a recovery next game. At least shoot better than 1 for 7. But we saw a lot of his last year with him. Saw a lot of his last season with him. Chill out with this crap about Tom Thibodeau. This revisionist history. Y'all quiet. Once Tom Thibodeau show y'all a lot of these things, some of these young players, they ain't ready. The fundamentals, they ain't ready. They ain't this. I heard people trying to compare. OKC usually play. OKC got Sam Presti's one of the best draft talent evaluators in all of sports history. Period. I don't know what voodoo, what juju, what witchcraft they doing over there. But whatever he picks turns into gold. If he had Tyler Kolek would probably be killed over. I don't know. But it's a different situation over there. Don't compare Sam Presti. Don't compare the OKC Thunder to the freaking New York Knicks and their young players. Please don't. And don't go think, we drafted AJ Mitchell, but he's playing in a proper system that fits him. That allows him to utilize his offense. Did any of you guys call about AJ Mitchell last year in the draft? No. Or 2 years ago, excuse me? No. So chill the fuck out. But back to the damn game. Look, this game, man, Mike Brown and this offense. Look, this would have been a perfect game for Jalen Brunson. I can't even lie. Jalen Brunson would have relished. First of all, he probably wouldn't be in the situation because he probably would have been scoring, been carrying the offensive load, right? Because people say, Jalen Brunson chucks. Well, sometimes I wonder why he chucks because he knows guys gonna shoot. 2 for 20 from outside of 2 other players. Anywho's, but this has been a perfect game for Jalen Brunson, man. And you could just see him when the Knicks were making their little run. You just saw Jalen Brunson's eyes light up, this team could do it. I could take my time with the ankle injury. But Jalen Brunson's head, he's thinking, man, we lost to the Heat. And we lost this way. I just hope he don't try to rush nothing back. But when I saw tonight, man, that 18-5 run the Heat made, Davion Mitchell driving to basket. I didn't even know this guy became a decent 3-point shooter. But I remember this guy not being a good 3-point shooter coming into the league. First 3 years of Sacramento, I guess the last few years he's been there, but I still don't even trust his shot because we were calling it last game against the Heat. I think he made one shot when we were like, oh, yeah, give him space to shoot. And man, Davion Mitchell had 18 points for the Miami Heat. 18 points for Miami Heat, 7 for 12 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3, bro. 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Absolutely killed the Knicks attacking the basket. I thought the Knicks just played him wrong the whole way. Just allow him to get certain angles, right? Like I said, too, he's a guy who don't want to shoot. He gave us a freaking gift when he missed that free throw. I said, yo, he's going to miss a free throw. He did that in college at Baylor. He had the LeBron syndrome. Late in game, he didn't want to shoot like that because he know he's going to miss the shot. And yet we let the devil inside our homes, man. Fontasheo, 4 for 7 from outside. How many times does this guy get an open 3, bro? That's all he... Do you see when he put the ball on the ground, bro? He can't do nothing else but shoot. And your man Mike Breen said Fontecchio. Sure it's Fontecchio? It's not Fontasheo. 5 for 11 from the field, 14 points. Freaking Khalil Ware, 16 points, 7 for 9 from the field, 1 for 1 from 3, 14 rebounds, 1 assist was still. Now you're going to have freaking Udonis have, yo, I told you. That's how you do. Yo, man, look, man. I like Khalil Ware. I like the talent. He ain't that dude. That one move where he caught the rebound and he body into Cat and got the end. I'm like, oh my. He's like, ah! You could just see it on certain people's face, but you're not really gorilla like that, bro. Just go home. Your mom is making porridge. Just go home. You're a good boy. You not like that Cat? Now, we know Cat. We know you're not like that either. Even though you should be. You know what I'm saying? And you know, look, Cat. That's just one thing that just needs to click in Cat so you get freaking turns from animal. But, Cat, you can't allow that to happen. Khalil Ware, that boy's soft. The beginning of the game, that boy didn't want nothing to do with nothing. His game was what, a bunch of putbacks? He is not that guy yet. And I like his talent, but he has a motor issue. He has a confidence issue. You allow that guy to get confident. That 18-5 run, y'all allowed this guy to get confident. Y'all coming down, Cat. Bro, too many times you trying to play equalizer. Bro, we don't need that. We don't need that. I need you. Look, man, take a page from Jalen Brunson's book. When all else is failing and the other team is making a run, you know what he does? He goes a freaking foul. He goes a freaking foul. He slows the game up. He forces them to put their hands on him. Pause. He fishes for that foul to stop momentum. Cat, you need to learn how to play the game within the game and find that factor in you where you can read a game. Bro, they had Wiggins on you. Do you remember what you did last game to Wiggins, the first possession? You had to foul. Why are you not getting your stupid ass in the post? And I don't care about... Bro, let Jaime Haskins keep jumping over your back post to try to get the ball. This team has to find a way to get you the freaking ball when you're in the low post. That's on Mike Brown. That's on the players. That's on everybody. It's not for you to necessarily score, but here's the thing. They're showing you early traps, early doubles. That means there's a cutter that can be in place. That means there are at least 2 other three-point shooters. At the very least 1. We talk about the lift on the weak side. There are a bunch of options that should be available. So I put this on the Knicks too. Too many times, especially last game, we actually won. Seeing Cat in the low post, and guys are literally fading away from him, moving away from him. There's no one coming back to come and get the ball once the double arrives. Nothing. That's unacceptable. That's a team failure right there. But I can't live with Cat not being in the low post in these situations where this team is making an 18-5 run. They're just attacking the basket. Unacceptable. It can't happen. You got to be our momentum shifter. We put it on you. Pause. We put the responsibility on you. Simple as that. Unacceptable tonight by Cat. And again, look, Cat has been making some strides and changes to his game this season. Right? 22 points tonight, 7 for 19 from the field, but 1 for 7 from 3. That can't happen, Cat. 15 rebounds, tough. 2 assists. 1 block, and I thought that Mitchell Robinson should have been back in that game, but they took out Miles McBride because the Knicks need a score. And back to the end of the game, we win the tip-off. Why? Well, I don't know about in the rule book, the tip-off. If you call a timeout immediately, even if you catch in the backcourt, can you advance it up? But there should have been another timeout call. We had one more timeout left. We could have drawn up a better play. Had a better play than Miles McBride getting the tip over and then driving to the basket, throwing the floater. And granted, look, people say, oh, he wasn't going to make that layup anyway. But what are the other options? We don't have a lot of guys who could beat guys off the dribble like that. Should have been Cat, but then Cat, a big man toe up there. It's not going to really happen, right? And Cat literally got the ball instead of trying to go back up and get a foul. Your man moved away and shot the fadeaway jump. And it was almost good. It hit the rim, but the Knicks got to draw better plays. Mike Brown, I think, is solid at drawing out of bounds plays, coming up with plays, coming out of timeouts. That one was a failure. That was a failure. That game was a failure by everybody. And look, I don't like to give up no games to no Heat, no Pacers, definitely not the Nets, and 76ers. And I guess now Detroit too. Now Detroit, I think they nice now, 10 games in a row. What the hell? But we can't. These are games you have to have, especially when you get into contributions. And I think that the Knicks just relied way too much on a 3-ball shot to get them back into the game. Let's be honest. It did get us back into the game in the form of Miles McBride. But as a team concept, I thought that Mike Brown almost, I would have to say, almost gave up. We were down by 10. If Miles McBride doesn't hit those threes, this is probably a done game way before that. And that's a failure on Mike Brown. Now, do we need Rick Brunson to draw up a game plan again and get Cat in the post? No. And look, I appreciate Mike Brown for doing that. No offense to Rick Brunson. I think Rick Brunson's probably a good basketball mind. He's probably a good basketball mind. That's not high level stuff to say, yeah, Cat, get your ass in the post. You know who used to say that too? Tom Thibodeau. He got killed for it. But let's not go back there. When I need you to get in the post, Cat, I need you to get in the post. They don't have a big. Clearware is soft. Terry Claw soft. I need you to play Marauder. I need you to play Viking. I need you to play Civilization 6 Berserker Viking mode. Straight up some freaking, what's it called? North's God or whatever that. Kratos. Destroy in the paint. Let them foul you. I've seen other teams do it to us when we've missed key players. They attack our weak spots. And then Mitchell Robinson not being there near that end of the game to try to get back that rebound, bro. He had 11 rebounds too, 5 of them offensive. Then damn, Mitchell Robinson, bro. All this stuff you be posting on social media and stuff, man. All these videos, bro. Can you learn how to grab a basketball? Now that was a beautiful play to you that you had for the dunk right through the middle. I forget who it was. I don't know if it was Josh. I forget who it was exactly. But golly, bro, fundamentals, bro. How many times you grab a rebound and you bring the ball back to the ground? You bring the ball back to eye level everybody else. You grab a freaking rebound in the sea in the midst of pain, like Michael Irvin said. Keep the ball up here. Why are you bringing the ball back down? That's what I'm talking about, bro. People kill Tom Thibodeau for pointing out the things, these lack of fundamentals, and it rears his ugly head. Okay, let the kids play. Let the kids do what they want to do, and you see what happens. You see what happens. It's not a Tom Thibodeau video. I'm not trying to make it like that. But golly. Suit to Josh Hart. Didn't have a great plus-minus tonight. 14 points. But he did freaking have six turnovers. 6 for 11 from the field. 0 for 3 from 3. Damn, he be having some clutch plays. That little fast break still he had. Saved the ball. Got us the ball right back. But damn, Josh, you got to be cleaner, bro. Stop crying to the fucking refs, bro. Every other play, Josh, man, look. You had some good offensive plays attacking the basket, Josh, but then you had 1 assist. I'll give you that 1 solid assist you had. You have 9 assists, but you had 1 assist where you're right underneath the basket. You pass it out for the 3. It's like, Josh, you got to attack the basket, bro. You got to finish. You got to set the table early. We understand, bro. Like, I need you to be engaged offensively. You miss a few threes, fine. Don't take any more. Attack the basket, especially when you have the chance. These teams are playing drop back on you. These teams are laying the closeouts. Josh, you have to attack. We don't have other choices right now. Well, according to some people, we do. I guess Tosin Abubabwan, excuse my language, he's from Benin. So to all my Benin brothers, man, you have some of the worst names. I'm Nigerian too, so I can talk trash. You have some of the worst last names ever known to man. No offense. And I got Benin friends who say similar. He's like, yeah, we got some crazy names. But anyway, Pacoma Daddy, Kolek, these guys not going to do air hug Purdy. You guys got to step up. Diawara did get some minutes. I'm not the biggest fan of Diawara, but I'd rather have Diawara out there than Yabusele. I would tell you, Diawara, bro, if you rebound and you defend, you close, you force your man to shoot 25% less from the field, than typical, I'll give you 2 threes a night. I'll draw plays to get you 3-point shots in the corner, and you build your way up from there. The Kawhi Leonard, what's the name? This Yabusele business, we gotta move on, bro. I'm hopeful that maybe he can make a change. He gotta lose weight, bro. Do y'all see that picture of him on the get on the plane? The Knicks picture, Knicks team picture, bro. They did that on purpose, bro. They really did that on purpose. They showing that whole man's backside pause, bro. Like, nah, son. You looking like Oprah Winfrey from back in the day. No, son. You can't be doing this, bro. I'm talking about color purple Oprah Winfrey, bro. I don't even think she had that. Let me chill. Pause. Hey, yo. But nah, this is nasty work by Yabusele. And man, I would kill for Tyrese in here. We can't. I think he's shooting like 50% from outside this season so far, or something stupid. For a guy who struggled in the past, I think he's making $7 million too, 8 million. Yup, shooting 50% from outside. Oh, beautiful. Of course he does that when he's after shooting 34% the year before, shooting 50% off of around 5 attempts a game. He's making like 7, 8 million, I think. Who the hell would want Yabusele? It's like, damn. So why is it when people come to the Knicks, they play some bullshit. They play some bullshit. So Jordan Clarkson, he had a terrible plus minus, 14 points. He also missed all his threes. 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, but he was 7-14 from 13 from the field, excuse me. Since we got to find a way to put this together, we also have to decide who the closers are. The fact that Cat also, too. I mean, look, I think Mike Brown panicked at the end of the game. I don't even think he thought he was going to be back into this game, but to not have the number one option be Cat speaks volumes. It does. I know he panicked, but he still had McBride in there. I think he wanted the ball to be in McBride's hands, regardless. Or maybe he said, look, whoever has the ball, try to attack to the basket, attack quick, so we maybe get a chance to get a rebound if we miss, given the fact that we don't have a bona fide score. Because I think if it's Jalen Brunson, you probably take a last shot of the game or something close to it. But the fact that that's not on Cat speaks volumes. As much as they've changed, I'm not going to say changed, but they're utilizing Cat all over the floor and all this other stuff, and he seems happier. They still don't trust him in the game situations, man. That's and you talking about with no Bam Adebayo? It's just a little frustrating. Look, it's still early in the season. Knicks are 8-5, so I'm not sitting up here and trying to say that London Bridge is falling down, but it is telling that you didn't go to Cat at the end of the game and you went to Miles Brittlestein. For all the people that said that Miles McBride is getting the Keanu Ellis treatment, well, voila, he's not. But tough loss, man. I think the Knicks will learn from this, but you want to get these wins against a team like the Heat when they're missing their best player in Bam, and Norman Powell didn't have the greatest of nights tonight. He was, man, that 3-point shot he tried to take in the corner, I think it got blocked or something. He was crying to the refs for a foul. Like, we were in his head, man. Norman Powell's I don't know if he's a Knick killer, but yeah, he might be a Knick killer. Norman Powell might be a Knick killer. And look, he had 19 points. You could have easily had more. 0 for 3 from outside. Can't hit a shot. He kills the Knicks from outside. 9 for 20 from the field. 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 steal. But I really thought that the Knicks had a chance to win this one. I thought we came out smart play early on. Was spotty. We made a nice comeback. But then that 18-5 run killed us. And execution was poor. Some of the shots we were taking were just poor. It's a tough game, but we got Dallas Mavericks coming up on Wednesday. Bum ass squad. Let me get a Max Christie though. Mavericks got a few pieces. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But Knicks got to recover from this, man. Jalen Brunson, do not get the itch to come back. Rest, heal. This Knicks team should be able to carry it. And if y'all think that Cat is that guy, we should demolish the Mavericks. We should demolish the Mavericks. No Cooper Cup highlights. 80 is out. None of this jazz. None of this funny business. Najee Marsh is going to try to go for 30-something points. He had 28 the other night. Najee Marsh was nice. I wish he was on the Knicks too. I think he's making $7.7 million, and he's going to make $8 million next year or the year after, whatever. He's nice. I wish he was on the Knicks. We should kill the Mavericks. No excuse. They ain't the damn Heat in terms of how they coach, how they play deep. No, none of that. So it's a tough one, but it's your boy G. Malesia, Knicks, man. Let me know your thoughts. Leave your comments at the end of the video. You know what I'm saying, man? So to MF Doom. Finally got my hat. Living off bar time. The clock tick fast. So that'll be the out and knock the slick blast. The slick blast. Did Cowley and wait, did Cowley enough leave a sick laughter? A gunfight and they come to cut the mix master ICE code. Nice to be. Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I was just singing accordion, one of my favorite songs. But rest in peace, MF Doom, my top 5 favorite rapper. Anyway, leave a comment in the video. I appreciate you guys. Your boy G Malesia. Knicks, peace, God bless. I'll catch you guys on the next one. We out. Peace.